Good morning, traders, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? What's going on? And happy Thursday. We are rocking and rolling that free YouTube stream, Q&A session, open floor discussion, ticker review. Again, guys, we've got about 50 minutes to have some fun, to get warmed up, to talk about what's going on, if we have any trades, taking some trades here in pre-markets, all that good stuff. NRXP, I located 1,000 shares. I paid $55. I saw a good opportunity for a short, so I only took about 250 shares short for a 65.60 profit, basically paying that locate fee on NRXP. So now I have 750 shares left that I can short absolutely free. So I have 750 shares available to short if I see another good short opportunity here on NRXP. So right now I'm break even on the day. That $65 profit basically covers the $55 locate fee, and I can short the stock for free now. Yo, good morning. What city? I'm in Lutz, Florida. It's like 30 minutes north of Tampa. Give or take 30 minutes north of Tampa. Everybody get over on YouTube? It's being a little weird. I'm gonna do something else so I can at least see these comments that come in. Is it even showing that I'm live right now? It's not even showing that I'm live. Oh, hold on. I actually got to go to my channel. Hey, there it is. Go ahead and at least mute that. Can I pop this out? I can pop the chat out. Right on. And we'll just bring chat right over here so I can at least see what's going on. What's up, Jay? What's going on, Dennis? What's going on, traders? Good morning and happy Thursday. Is the audio coming through over there on YouTube? Well, let's find out real quick. I don't see any comments coming in. Let's see if I can actually hear myself. Okay, yeah, we're good. I can hear it. We're good. So again, yeah, we're live on YouTube, guys. Again, you can see my screen. We're going to do some commentary, some analysis, talk about what's going on. Yo, Fernando, what's up, buddy? Yo, Big Daddy Russ, good morning, sunshine. What's up? Yes, you can play with my straggly beard. Yo, Charles, what's up? Good morning. Tips or books on trading as a business versus an individual. So, I mean, I trade as an individual account. I don't tie my LLC into it or anything like that. My CPA told me there's really no tax advantages. You know, at the end of the year, I get my statement from my broker. I send it, types in all the numbers, shows what I made, right? Those capital gains. And I pay capital gain tax, depending on what tier and what bracket I fall in. Now, there's certain write-offs and stuff like that, like my office space I can write off. I can write off some of my electricity. I can write off my internet. I can write off my desk, my chair. So I can, you know, write off some of these expenses, even though it's not through a business account. Even though I trade through a personal account, I still am kind of operating a business. I am self-employed, right? I'm self-employed. So I still can write off, you know, like the desks, the webcams, the computer monitors, things that I purchase and utilize to run my personal, you know, trading business. So again, everything's individual. I send it to my CPA. He goes through all the crap, and I usually pay like 15 to 20% is what I pay. Yo, Candice, what's up? Good morning, guys and girls. We are live over on the tube. We're live on the tube, baby. Come on over. So far, we got Jay, Dennis, Candice. What's up? Good morning. Oh, did I just shut down the stream? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I think I just fucked the stream up. I think I did. No, we're still live. Okay, cool. Whew. Whew. That was close. Thought I made a boo-boo. Yo, Beth, what's up? Good morning. Mr. Chris, where are you? What's going on, guys? CS Lano, Casey, Trader Girl, Beth. What's going on? I didn't even see Chris was in chat. I'm getting an error. Maybe try and do a refresh. A little bit of a refresh there. Looks like we are live on YouTube. Everybody go ahead and hit me with a good morning over on YouTube. If you are here and you can hear me, hit me with a good morning. Go ahead and like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that beautiful little notification bell. And share it. If you have any friends, family, colleagues, anybody that would benefit from the stream, go ahead and share it too, guys. Yo, Dennis, good morning. Howdy. Michael, what's up? So again, right now, guys, if you want to see the charts, the screen, hear my beautiful voice as well, versus just seeing me, you want to see the charting, come on over to YouTube, guys. It's Alpha Day Trading. We are now live. Morning. What's going on, guys? So right now, we have GRVI, Grove Incorporated, launches Amazon Aggregation Division. So now we do have some good news. GRVI. GRVI is a low float stock. It's 7 mil. Million shares traded. On average, it trades a million, up 32%. That press release just dropped at 8 o'clock. So within 17 minutes, we've traded about 1 million shares, and that's right at the average. So we do have a lot of focus and a lot of attention right now coming into GRVI. So let's go ahead and break this down, right? Let's go ahead and break this down. Where could we see it go? Well, we know right off the bat, 937, those highs, right? We can see it up towards around those highs at 937. We're just looking left. We're looking at all these extremes. Look at that extreme there. That was the close. We have that spiking high. We have that spiking high. We have all that resistance right there at 613. We can continue to work our way down. So right now, we could easily say that we're going to have support right around 6 to 613 here on GRVI. We have resistance at 692 to 7. We just hit highs of $7. If we break over 7, your next target is 739, right? That spiking high from July. Breaking over that spiking high, we could see 786, the close from that massive gap up right after the IPO. And then that spiking high all the way up towards around 937 there on GRVI. So those are going to be our levels. Right now, the stock is overextended. What do we know about stocks? When a stock moves more than 40, 50 cents to the upside, without pulling back, we do not chase it. We're not buying at 7, right? Because the likelihood of the stock pulling back is great. Right? So we're going to sit and wait for the stock to pull back. But again, we do have GRVI, low flow stock, good volume, nice little gap up. Now it's number 2 on the leaderboard, and we have some good news here as well. Trey, what's up? Candace, what's good? Steven, what's up, dude? Dennis, I want to start a membership. I'm just trying to be as prepared as I can be. Don't want to waste anyone's time, but I'm definitely interested. You're never going to waste our time, Dennis, at all. We tailor to new traders in the market, right? There's some communities out there where that's just elite traders where they all have $500,000 accounts. And if you ask a simple question, they're going to tear you apart, right? That's not what we're about. I put this community together because I realized how hard it was to learn as a brand new trader, right? There wasn't a lot of people willing to guide me in the right direction, so I didn't make a lot of the mistakes I did. So when I was putting together Alpha Day Trading, it was with the new trader in mind, making sure that you guys can find success 10 times faster than I did. So again, you're never going to come in unprepared. The whole point of having this community is so you can ask these questions, get the answer, tune into the lessons, hear me talk about the trade, see me trade live, learn from my mistakes, learn from my successes as well. So again, if you're ready, today may be the day, guys. I know last Friday I was talking about issuing that that promotion again, But again, I think everybody had jumped off the stream early last Friday, and everybody in chat was like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Casey, Beth, everybody's like, just do it, Josh. I'm like, okay, I'll do it again, right? I don't mind doing it. And it's absolutely insane. So no one was really here on Friday when I was talking about it. So today, I may go ahead and drop it again for you guys if you do want to join, right? Again, we showcase what we do here on YouTube in the mornings, on TikTok, through our morning stream. So you guys already get that little bit of a free trial as far as what we do. And that's only 50% of it, right? You guys aren't getting those lessons. You guys aren't getting access to the video lessons library that has 130 lessons in it. You guys aren't getting access to the private one-on-one mentorship sessions that I offer to our members. So again, you're just getting like maybe a little bit of a sneak peek of 50% of what we do inside of chat, and never really even getting to come into our platform as well, the platform that we've built for our members, not using Discord, not using Slack, not using any Zoom free service. Again, putting a lot of effort and time and finances into the platform itself to make sure you guys get the best trading experience as well. How many viewers we got here on YouTube now? We're at 21. We got to have 21 likes, baby. We got to have 21 likes. So Dennis, hopefully that answers your question. I know you said you want to join. You don't want to waste anybody's time. That's the thing. You're not going to be wasting anybody's time. That's the whole point of the community. We are tailored to help brand new traders in the market so they see success a lot faster. Fernando, what's up? Jay, good morning. Jason, I'm a big fan. Jason, I'm a big fan of you. I appreciate the support and I appreciate the love. Jay saying, turn up the volume. My volume is all the way at the top. My volume is all the way maxed out. So maybe try and turn the volume on YouTube, check your computer, or do a refresh and see if that helps. Luke, what's up? Prestige Trading, good morning. Vin, yeah, so the current watch list, guys, obviously GRVI, but the stock is overextended. It's going to pull back. We're waiting for the stock to pull back. Right now, our lowest level of support is between 6 and 613. We could find support back down at $7 coming from the daily chart. We just broke over 740. That could be a level of support as well. But we do have that resistance at 786. It's going to get interesting over $8. Over $8, there's a big window up to 937. And we have good news. It's a low float stock. We see small caps starting to warm back up and actually holding their gains. They're a little bit more consistent. Not as consistent as I want to see, but we are starting to see more focus go from the broader market and shifting back over to these small caps. And we're starting to see some nice big movers. Again, GRVI within the last 30 minutes, it's already up 50%, trading 2 million shares. That's 2 times its relative volume. We're starting to see a lot of interest move into this stock. Dennis, sweet, I appreciate it. What's the quickest way to find all the info about joining? Yeah, so the quickest way is to jump on over to alphadaytrading.com. And we try and break it down really, really easy. A quick introduction on who I am, a little bit about the team, why I put Alpha Day Trading together, a little bit of a sneak peek of inside the platform, the live streaming, all of the features, all of the chat rooms, everything that we put together for our community. Again, it shows you, again, the mobile friendliness of it, what it looks like on a desktop, and then right here, joining the team. Here's everything you get. Education, right? 120 videos in our video lessons library. You have access to this 24/7, 365. It's on demand. Daily live stream training. So not only am I streaming and talking the trades and showing you guys my P&L, but I'm explaining the setups, why I want to get in, building the plans with you, where my stop losses is and why, where my target is and why. And you get to see me back that up with a live trade on a live account, and I stream that. Those one-on-one private mentorship sessions, again, you can book as many as you want. Our morning newsletter, you get access to my scanners. I pay $200 plus per month for these scanners. You guys get them for free through the live stream. The live stream, we get chat alerts that are sent to your cell phone via SMS. The 5 trading chat rooms, again, all of the education that we do over the live stream, all of the Q&As, all that good stuff. And then everybody just in chat, not only me, but some of our other mentors that have tons of experience in the market as well that bring a lot of value to the table, not just equities, not just penny stocks, but options with Matt, Cole in crypto, Matt in futures, right? Chris has an abundance of experience trading, small caps, mid caps, right? So we bring a lot of value to the table. Beth, right? Bringing a lot of the value from a psychological standpoint, the trading, really a fundamental value from Beth. So again, not just me, but everybody else in chat, over 25 years of experience in different types of markets, technical experience, fundamental experience, all that good stuff. So again, I know I basically just told you what you wanted to see. But again, you go to alphadaytrading.com, kind of check it out, see exactly what there is as far as the value, which the value's there, guys. Everybody in chat agrees the value's there. And then if you want to sign up, I would not sign up, to be honest with you. Don't sign up, because I'm going to talk to you guys about that promotion again this afternoon. And if you want to sign up, you could save a lot of money and get a free course as well. Yo, Brian, good morning. What's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah, so GRVI growth. This one is currently up 63%. Again, this stock is ripping. Little hiccup candle pop, hiccup candle pop. We're looking for a healthy pullback, a nice, slow, steady, healthy pullback into a good level of support, and then we can look to make our entry. So we are watching GRVI. We got to be patient. CETX was another one on watch above 115. We could definitely see this one back up towards around 150. It's a little bit of a back burner play. Nothing too crazy here right now on CETX. But again, I do want to at least leave it on watch and see if this one starts moving on up as well, guys. But nothing like super hot right now. Definitely not a top 1 or 2, 3 stocks that we should be watching. But OPAD is one. I do want to keep OPAD on watch because JPM Securities initiated coverage on the stock, issuing a initiating coverage with a $12 buy rating. And OPAD, obviously OfferPad, real estate, this is a stock that I want to get involved with anyway. This is something that I do want to add to my long-term portfolio. It's a little bit on the riskier side, but it's really cheap. It's very, very cheap. And, this stock could see a lot of upside potential based on kind of what a lot of these companies are doing with real estate, right? You got Zillow buying up properties like crazy. OfferPad, what was it? BlackRock basically started, I don't know if it was BlackRock selling their assets like gold and stuff, but again, BlackRock, typically they allocate, like 10 to 15% of their portfolio into real estate. This year alone, they bumped it up to like 30, 40%, and they were buying real estate $20, $30, $40,000 over asking price, above market value. Why were they doing that? Why do you see other, hedge funds selling, assets like gold and buying real estate? Well, because real estate produces cash flow. So if you think, is real estate recession proof or depression proof? I think so. Why is that? Well, we kind of got our shit together since 07, 08 with real estate. So you don't just have random people buying up 2, 3, 4 houses that can't technically afford them, that don't have the credit behind them. So we've kind of learned our lesson. Obviously, we still mess up and we still make a lot of bad decisions as humans. But again, as far as a real estate market crash like that, that's highly unlikely. So why are they buying up all this real estate? I think real estate's recession and depression proof. Why is that? Everybody needs a home. Everybody needs a home, right? If you are buying a home right now, you own a home and you're paying 10 G's a month, and let's say there's a depression, a recession, you lose your job, everything goes to shit. Well, you're going to have to walk away from that. You're going to have to sell it, walk away from it, whatever. You have to downsize. Maybe now you can afford $2 to $3 grand a month, but there's still going to be a demand for homes, right? It's just going to be people stepping down into something that's more affordable, right? So there's always going to be a demand for a home, even if you see a massive recession, a depression, everybody's losing their jobs like the 30s. Again, there's that demand and it produces cash flow. Every month, someone's renting. And if they stop renting, you kick them out. You put somebody else in there that's going to pay that rent. There's always going to be a demand for a home and it produces cash flow. So again, I think that's why a lot of these asset managers, these funds, these companies are buying up real estate like crazy. Again, why is Zillow, OfferPad, coming out here in the market and, diversifying 20 to 30% more of their portfolio into the real estate and paying more than what it's worth? Why would they do that, right? You got to think outside the box. Why are they doing that? There's a reason for that. And what's the reason, right? I think that may be the reason. I could be completely wrong. But every now and then, I'm pretty spot on with a lot of my reasonings behind things. Corey, what's up? What's up? Plan on starting position today based on open. Based on open, of course. I think they would be good. I like AMD and semiconductors a lot today. Sorry, I'm just reading through some of these messages. Want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Didn't miss anything. All right, we're good. I didn't miss anything in here in chat. Did I miss anything here on YouTube? I don't think so. KORE. Yeah, KORE. I don't even have it on my watch list right now because it's not really moving like NXRP was moving. It wasn't really moving like OPAD was moving. And it's definitely not moving like GRVI is moving. So when I look at KORE, it just doesn't look like there's a lot of focus here with KORE because it's just not really moving consistently with volume. And if we really dive into KORE, the last thing that we have was on the 12th, right? So that was going to be 2 days ago on Tuesday. That Core Holdings Group CEO says company is highly profitable with roughly 60% gross margin and growing to 30% EBITDA margin. So, we had some, like an article drop there on the 12th, and that article was dropped in the afternoon. No, it was dropped in the afternoon, right? On the 12th. And that day on the 12th, this stock fell. It was red. It bounced up a little bit yesterday. So I wouldn't really say that article has anything to do with why the stock's gapping up because the day that one, that article was dropped, it didn't really do anything. It dropped. Yesterday it leveled off, and we just see a little bit of a low liquidity gap up here in pre-market. Let me go check filings real quick. Let me check filings real quick on KORE. Maybe I'm missing something here. It's loading. Yo, Frank, what's up? Good morning. How do you see GWH this morning? GWH is on my radar. I like GWH for the break of this massive downtrend here off of 1750 support. 1750 support's very, very strong. We see it putting in this higher low here in pre-market, a break of this downtrend, and a break over $20. I mean, we have room back to 22, room back to 24, 25, 26. I mean, a lot of resistance overhead, every dollar or two to the upside. But again, you're talking dollar pops at a time. And we do have room back up towards Tuesday's highs of 28.92. And right now support is 1750. So I like GWH as long as it holds above 1750, breaks the downtrend, regains $20 and stays above 20. I like it back up to at least $24, which was yesterday's high. Hold on, I got to do a quick refresh real quick. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, we can do a lesson on that. All right, KORE, am I missing anything? Tuesday, October 12th, CEO, highly profitable. That was Tuesday. No filings recently. Active stake from on Tuesday as well. So, I mean, KORE is just random. I mean, it really is just random. It's not like there's any like really good news behind it. Again, if they would have dropped that article like last night, that would make sense. But they dropped it 2 days ago. And the day they dropped that article and it came out, it did nothing. The next day, it did nothing. And it just got a really random pop there in after hours. And when traders are looking at their after hours screeners, right? Think psychology, get in the minds of other traders. When they see a stock gapping up in post-market based on their screeners and scanners, sometimes traders jump into it really quick and it pops. And then traders continue this. You can see based on the chart, it was very low liquidity movement, right? Look at just how scattered this was. Very, very low liquidity movement. 1,000 shares, 3,000 shares, 1,000, 1,900, 1,100. There's not a lot of credibility behind KORE. It's not like it's gapping up on strength. It was initially gapping up, moving last night on very just low order, 700 shares, 500 shares. There's not a lot of bids and asks. There's low liquidity, so one little order can jack that price up. So then when traders wake up this morning, they see it's gapping up, and the initial early bird traders start jumping into it, and it starts moving up, right? But we don't have a lot of great credibility behind this stock, right? We really don't. And look at the volume compared to some other stocks. GRVI is trading 5 million shares. We know there's attention there based on the volume. NRXP is trading 4 million shares. We know there's a tension there based on the volume. You look at KORE, it's trading 800,000 shares since 4 a.m. That's been 4.5 hours. There's not a lot of volume here. And when we don't have volume, we don't have traders. We don't have traders, it's hard to make consistent profits. So again, KORE for now, I'm not too focused on this one. Now, if it holds above 768 and we see buyers move in, and we actually see that traders are here holding this above that 768 level, let's go. It's on our watch list. It's a back burner play. It's definitely not something you should put too much focus into right out of the gate, because you may miss some better opportunity. But if we see KORE holding on up and moving higher, right, and we see buyers coming in off that 770, yeah, absolutely, we could see some action here, and it's worth keeping on watch. I put the green screen up so you guys know we're on YouTube. So I don't want you on TikTok. I want you to come in on TikTok and realize, hey, this guy's on YouTube with his charts and he's talking, and I can ask questions and get a real-time, answer with visual analysis. I can't do it on the phone as good as I can do it on the live stream. So again, the point of this background, not to distract you, but to create awareness saying, hey, we are live on YouTube, Alpha Day Trading, and if you have questions, comments, concerns, you want to see my chart, you want to hear the audio, YouTube's the place to do it. Yo, Chris, good morning. ETH, yeah, the overall crypto market is looking pretty good. Is DATS over? DATS? I mean, right now, yeah, for now. Look at that big bearish engulfing candle on DATS. I mean, look at how that one candle gapped up and ate up the prior 2 days damn near. That's a huge bearish engulfing candle. Tons of selling pressure. This stock is done for now. I would not even focus on this unless you want to short it. Frank, what do I think of Shiba Inu? I think it's fun to trade, right? Like penny stocks, when they move, they're fun, they're profitable, but do I want to invest in a penny stock? No. Do I want to invest in Shiba? Do I want to invest in SafeMoon or Dogecoin? No. I will trade them when there's hype and when there's movement because they're fun and we can make money. But I want to invest in the ones that will actually be here long term, right? I want to invest in Ripple. I want to invest in HBAR, Solana, ICP, Quant, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Those are ones that I want to invest in. They have solid projects. They have a good long-term outlook. Stocks like Shiba, they have that reputation of meme coin, right? Dogecoin's a meme coin. They don't really serve a purpose right now. Not saying, hey, you got $500 to flush down the toilet, right? Put it in Shiba. Maybe it does something for you. But again, only invest what you're willing to risk, because the likelihood of, coins like this in the future being delisted and no longer in existence are very, very possible. You think of Bitcoin, it's going to be around. Ethereum, it's going to be around, right? Coins like Shiba and SafeMoon, right? It's just, we don't know, right? Are they going to be here? Are they going to be of something of value? Or are they going to become obsolete? Right now, there's a strong likelihood that a lot of these meme coins, right, are going to become obsolete. And you look at the circulating supply and the market cap and everything like that, it's too much to really get this thing going unless they start, removing some of those outstanding circulating coins to actually see it move a little bit better. HWADs, what's up? But yeah, Casey, can we do a lesson soon on swing trades and what you look for in the charts? And what chart you looking for a trade? I want to get into swings. Yeah, and we're going to be doing more swings, guys. As you guys know, I have multiple accounts, right? I got my long-term crypto account that I've been telling you guys what I'm buying, when I'm buying, some of these option plays for crypto-related stocks. Again, I'm sharing that with you guys. I'm still not buying the dip here. I still want to see more structure and more just solid, again, structure move into the markets, right? Before I actually start dollar cost averaging into a lot of my longer term investments. But then I am going to start allocating some of those funds into some shorter term swing trades, not options, but equities. So yeah, absolutely. I'm having trouble with that account, even getting access to the platform to even start, buying this dip and thinking about swing trades. But yeah, definitely today or tomorrow, we will do a lesson on swing trades. I have a lesson planned today, all ready to go. It's on the MACD. I know the MACD is not something we talked too much about, and I want to at least introduce you guys to that indicator, how to utilize it if you want to start using the MACD. But if you guys decide to do MACD tomorrow, we can definitely take today and do another open floor discussion and really just talk about swing trades, what I look for in the charts, and then how I kind of just start building my plan on a lot of these swing trades. There's one go-to that I love when I find it. I trade it 100% of the time, all in, all out. And then a lot of my swing trades are scaling and scaling out. So right now, the top stocks that we should be watching right now, GRVI. Now, this stock is a newer play. It's gapped up, spiked, dumped. It's popped. A lot of red candles, a lot of red candles. So I'm looking at what the stock's done in the past, right? Let's think, are there a lot of bag holders on this stock, right? I mean, the stock IPO'd at 5, the next day gapped up and ripped, right? There was buyers here, and then it's dumped ever since. So over $8 up to 9, I'm sure there were a lot of buyers that are still stuck in the stock. And what do you think that they want to do the next time the stock gets them close to break even? They're probably going to want to lock in their profits, right? So the last time we gapped up, we spiked, we dumped. The last time we pushed, the next day we gapped down slightly, we dumped. We gapped up, we went red. So we can see that anytime the stock moves to the upside, it does close lower. It's in a solid downtrend, right? It's not uptrending with a gap up. It's actually in this nice little downtrend, and every time it does move, it does come back down. It moves, it comes back down. It moves, it comes back down. Why is that? Well, think of it from a trader perspective. If you were in the stock at $8, right, and then within a week it's down to 4, you're going to be down 50%. If it ever gets back to 7.50, and now you're only down 50 cents or 10%, what are you going to do as a trader? You're going to take that small loss and you're going to walk away. So again, there's an abundance of probably back holders here on GRVI. So even though it's gapping up big on good news, you may see a lot of selling pressure between 8 and 937. So if we continue to see a lot of the selling pressure and we see some weakness from the buyers here, I may be considering a all-day fade on GRVI. But if we start breaking over those highs and we keep this momentum, right, then of course I'm going long. I'm not going to short against this momentum. But if we see a lot of that selling pressure and a lot of that, that rejection at some of these prior highs, and we see that, these bag holders are still locking in profits, they're trying to get out of this, right? I may look for a possible all-day fade on GRVI, as that's what we've done in the past. I like it. Yeah, using the MACD with the RSI, that's actually structured into our lesson. Those two work really, really well together. Yo, Nell. What up? What do you think about JSPR? Had a nice run yesterday, but not now. JSPR is not even on my intraday watch list. It's on a prior day mover list just to see if it moves a little bit. It was a big boy runner yesterday. It was the number one from around $9, hitting highs of $18.24. But right now, it's not doing too much. What I would do if I were you on JSPR is just keep this simple. Stocks like to pull back 50% before making their next leg to the upside. So right here, if we go from the low of yesterday to the high and we mark up our 50% fib, we can see that it has been consolidating right around that 50% level. Stocks tend to pull back to the 50% before getting the next leg up off momentum. So if this is all momentum and it was just a slight pullback end of day yesterday and we're going to see this shoot even higher, ideally seeing the stock hold above 13 is key. Start really breaking down below 13, breaking down below, 12.25. It's probably done for, right? It's probably done for, but we'll keep it on watch above 13. If it does start moving back up off this level, we could still have buyers' interest. We could still have momentum, and we could absolutely see this back up towards around $17 here on JSPR. All right. So stocks that I'm watching out of the gate, right? We just talked about JSPR. right? Why is it moving to the upside? Right? We know why it's moving, the float, the volume, all that good stuff, okay? And then a different perspective of GRVI, right? And that perspective is a psychological perspective. I don't talk a lot about it, but I think about it. And I want to start sharing that side of trading with you guys as well, right? Thinking, what's happened in the past and how the stock can move based on that information. And we could clearly see that there were buyers over $8 and over $9. There's probably a lot of bag holders here. And if we see that solid resistance and it's rejecting a lot and we see some selling pressure, you may see a nice all-day fade as people are just dumping their shares to get out of GRVI, regardless of the good news, okay? So that's just something to be mindful of. GRVI is definitely on high watch today, guys. CETX is a little bit of a back burner play. It has great room to 150. We want to keep CETX on watch. I do want to watch OPAD above 875 today just to see if it holds and see if this gets some movement to the upside. It's not easy to short. I haven't tried to locate anything on OPAD. So I'm not sure if this is a lot of like short pressure to the downside or if it's simply the whole bag holder idea. There may be a lot of bag holders in OPAD. It's now moving on up and now you're starting to see a lot of these traders, right? Selling, dumping the bag, getting out of this trade. So again, I don't know if it's, a lot of short selling that's causing this to be pulled down or if it's simply a lot of people just taking profit. It's not easy to short on Lightspeed and I haven't tried to locate. ALLO over 16 today. We have room to 1750. So ALLO, anything over 16 today, I'm bullish and I'm long biased to 1750. That's a dollar move to the upside. Anything over 1750, we have room towards about $20 on ALLO. Watching BBIG today as well. The only reason I'm watching BBIG is because it has a nice solid uptrend. We can absolutely see this break over $7.20 and get that next leg to the upside. And we do have room up towards around 770 there on BBIG. So I do want to watch BBIG as another back burner play. NXRP. This stock is currently up on news, 39% on new clinical data testing on its experimental COVID-19 drug. So we do have NRXP up off COVID-19 news. And right now, looking at its daily chart, right? In the past, went on a nice big rip to the upside. I mean, what? 76.99. Completely dumped on down. Got a lot of hype, a lot of momentum, and then it's been just dumping, right? Anytime it gaps up, it dumps. Gaps up, it dumps. Gaps up, it dumps, right? Now, you see some green candles, but these weren't gap ups, right? This just opened and squeezed. Next day, it gapped down, continued its downtrend. But look at the times that it actually gaps up. Right? Look at when the stock gaps up. Gapped up, dumps on down. Right? Gaps up, dumps on down. Gaps up, dumps on down. Now, anytime that it doesn't gap up and it squeezes, typically we get the gap up and then it dumps. It squeezes, it dumps. Right? Look at just the history. Right? More times than not, right? More times than not, this stock will gap up and dump. It'll gap up and dump. So with that being said, it's something to be mindful of. Not saying it's going to, right? Not saying it's going to, but it's not like it's the best news I've ever seen and that this stock is going to rip and run to the moon, right? It's not like it's just absolutely, holy crap, that's great news, I don't want to short it. It was okay news, right? It was okay news. Lower float stock. It's definitely moving. It was the only stock that had news at that time at 7 a.m. to get something going and traders were here. But I'm still kind of short biased on the stock, right? I want to see maybe an early morning spike on up and then into a level of resistance. I do still have 750 shares that I can short, and I'm looking for a possible little fade here today on NRXP. Support is back down at 11 at this point in time. We just came up into that lower part of our gap fill level. If you look here on the daily chart, you can actually see that over 1366, there is this gap to be filled on the daily chart up towards around $14.87 right at 15. So if we can consolidate and hold over the next 40 minutes, we look good out of the gate and we see an early morning spike over those pre-market highs up to 15 to fill the gap. We start to see any signs of a reversal, right? I may look to take my other 750 shares short back below, right, that 1366 on down to the next best level of support being $11 for a possible all-day fade. So again, I'm thinking, early morning spike in RXP. If we reject off 15, starting the short position, recracking below 1366, adding a little bit more aggressively, for that pullback towards around $11. I see you guys talking SPY, looking for the SPY puts right out of the gate. I've got a couple questions here. Let's look at the SPY, right? Let's really dive into the SPY, okay? I don't know if I'd be looking for SPY puts right out of the gate. Don't get me wrong, we're gapping up big, right? 435.18 to 439. Nice 4-point gap up here on the SPY. We knew from yesterday our key level was 436. Above 436, we had room to 440. Above 440, we do have room to that 442 next. Just looking at the technicals, it's actually 442.52 here on the SPY. So anywhere, yeah, I would say anywhere between 441.68 and 442.50, that 50 SMA. I wouldn't like grab puts right out of the gate per se. I would look to see one of those levels hit and then grab puts. Because if you grab a put right out of the gate, let's say it opens at 439. Right? It rips up to 440, 441, 441.68, and you're like, fuck, this stock is squeezing, it's going, it's rebounding. You cut it, it hits 442.50, and then it rejects and starts moving down. You're going to wish you would have just waited, again, to jump into those SPY puts or calls. And again, what do we know about options? Especially when a stock's gapping up big or gapping down big. What do we know about options? Someone tell me. When a stock is gapping up or gapping down pretty substantially, what do you see with options? Probably the first 5 to 10 minutes out of the gate. Prices are wild. Yeah, you know, the spreads are pretty crazy. They move a lot. So I would wait for them to settle down. I'd wait maybe, at least give it 3 to 5 minutes. Let them settle down. Let those spreads tighten up. Let them become more consistent. And then give it that first 5-minute candle, right? Look at your first 5-minute candle and see exactly that opening range on the SPY. If it's a big green candle on the SPY, the opening range, what do we know about opening ranges, right? An opening range, 5-minute breakout candle to the upside. Typically, you see the trend higher for the day. Get a nasty 5-minute red candle, right at the open. Typically see a downtrend. It's not 100%, but it's like 70-30. So I would give it that 5-minute window to see the first 5-minute candle. Number one, what it looks like. Number two, let those options kind of die down and settle down a little bit before jumping in, because the last thing you want to do is jump in and then immediately look and see that you're down, 50% because they were just wild and moving really aggressively. All right, so it's all about being smart, being patient. I know you guys are going to do what you want to do at the end of the day, but I say what I say to maybe put some different information out there so you kind of think like, okay, maybe I was thinking wrong. Maybe that wasn't the best decision. You're like, hey, you know what? This is my plan. I've already planned this. I know exactly what I'm getting involved with. I'm good, and that's beautiful. That's perfect. But I say the things that I say just in case you weren't 100% planned and you start thinking like, maybe I should wait a little bit longer. But again, have your plan. Know exactly why you want to get in, where you want to get out, what your target is, how many contracts, the strike, the reasonings. Make sure you're prepared and planned, and then go ahead and take the trade and execute. All right, guys, it is 8:54 in the market. Everybody over on TikTok, we're going live on you. I mean, we've been live on YouTube, but we're actually going to roll the intro. We're going to start breaking down our day, talking about all these stocks, getting you guys prepared for the day as well. Where's the best opportunity so we can have some fun, so we can make some profits in the market, guys. All right, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, roll the intro, and let's get going, traders.
Somewhere far away, I want you back. I want.
Once again, good morning, traders, and happy Thursday. It is October 14th, 8:56 in the market. I hope you guys had a wonderful evening, a productive evening. Not sure what you guys did, but I hope you used your time wisely, at least enjoying life, getting out of the house, maybe studying up inside the video lessons library. Whatever you did, I hope it was amazing. I hope you guys had an awesome night and that you guys are fired up, ready to go to attack this Thursday. Woo! Let's get it going, team. Let's have some fun and let's make some good trades and watch those profits flood into those accounts. So let's go ahead and start with small caps that we're watching today. The top stocks, the hot stocks, right out of the gate. What stocks are we focusing on? Well, number one, as we were just talking about, was GRVI. GRVI is currently up as they launched an Amazon aggregation division. So when you got that word in there, right? Amazon, you typically see the stock move, right? So they launched Amazon aggregation division here on GRVY. Since 2020, funding has poured into Amazon aggregators, raising nearly $10 billion, according to Marketplace polls. Investors are racing to fund these companies whose goals are to buy promising Amazon brands that buyers believe can be scaled. According to Marketplace polls, the market had a breakout year in 2020 because of three factors: the pandemic accelerating spending on Amazon, raising hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So again, right now, that's what we're seeing here is, again, maybe, GRVI receiving some of that funding as an Amazon aggregator, buying some of these Amazon products because they believe they are scalable. So right there is exactly what's going on with GRVY. They are launching their Amazon aggregation division. All right. So GRVI is currently number 2 on the leaderboard. It is up 64%, trading 10 million shares in the last hour. That's a lot of volume, guys. On average, this stock trades 1.26. So we have high relative volume. We have the best volume out of any stock. It's leading the board as far as volume. And it's a low float stock as well, 7 million in float. All right. Here's my mindset. All right. This is a newer stock, right? The stock IPO'd at 5. First day was green. Huge gap up, big spike to 1137. There were a lot of traders buying this up here, right? There are a lot of traders buying at 8, 820, 850, 9, 937. And then since then, it has completely dumped and it's been in a solid downtrend. So the overall trend, right, over the life of this stock is down. Why is that? Think about from a trader's mindset, all right? If I, Josh, would have bought the second day after the IPO, because I thought it was going to rip to the moon, right? I FOMO'd in at, say, $8.50, right? Just to see it wash out, do nothing the next day, and then fall over the coming weeks to $4. What would I do? Well, number one, I would be a bag holder. If I never sold, I would be holding a bag. I'd be down 50%, right? The next time I saw that stock move up, what would I do? I would walk away from the trade, right? Small loss, break even, whatever the case is, I would get out. So the next time we see GRVI gap up and spike, what happened? It went red. Why? Maybe there's a lot of bag holders here wanting to get out of GRVI. Same thing here, nice big spike. Gap down the next day, it dumped. Why? Traders are getting out of this play. Another gap up, it dumps. So we can see the overall trend of this stock is down, right? Over the life, it's down. Every time that we see it move up, it moves lower the very next day, telling me that there's maybe some bag holders here on GRVI that anytime the stock moves up, they want to get out, right? They want to get out and take that small loss. Possibly. We don't know until we see one of these levels hit. So we know we have a lot of resistance between 8 and 937, right? There was that big upper shadow from the second day after the stock went live. There's a big upper shadow. We're going to see some resistance through this level. We see a lot of resistance. If we see a lot of selling pressure and we cannot see the buyers overpower those potential bag holding sellers to push this stock higher over that 937 up to 10 and possibly higher, I still have No, I don't have, but I will. I will think about shorting GRVI, right? For a possible all-day fade. Last time we gapped up, we spiked, it faded, right? We had a nice little green day. It didn't gap up, right? Didn't gap up. It was just a nice open and push, and then we actually fell. We had a gap up here, we fell. Look at how many times when the stock gaps up, we drop. Gap up, drop, gap up, drop. So again, that's just kind of my thinking process, is not getting excited just because the stock's up 63%, thinking I'm going to take this long to the upside over 10, but thinking if we do see a lot of that selling pressure, if this stock is struggling to move higher and we see sellers are really in control, why is that? Potentially those back holders, and we can continue to see them sell, 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 driving the price of the stock down. So GRVI is one of the top stocks we're watching right out of the gate. Right now, let's go ahead and throw this on a 1-minute chart, guys. We can see that we have slight support right around 786, and 786 is coming from the daily chart, and we have the VWAP as well. Actually spiked up nice, consolidated, nice little bullish flag, ripping up towards around 867. So we know we have resistance right there around 850, right? Why not 867? Well, 867 was only hit one time. 854 was hit 1, 2, 3 times. So we can see that that's a better level of resistance right around that 850 level on GRVI. Daily support right around 786. If we crack below that level, you're looking to come back down towards around 740. And anything below 740, you're looking to come back down right around $7 here on GRVI. All right, so GRVI is going to be one of the top stocks we're watching. We know our levels of support. We know resistance, anything over 850 and the high of day of 867. Technically, we have room to 9 and then 937. You know my thought process behind this. And if I start to see what I think we could see, I may think about a all-day fader to the short side here on GRVI. All right, so one of the top 3 stocks we should be watching. Moving on to the next one, we have NRXP. Right, NRXP right now. Currently number 4 on the leaderboard. NRXP is up 31%, trading 5 million shares. On average, it trades 5. The stock had some news right at 7 o'clock. It's moved up nicely over the last 2 hours. So we've traded pretty good volume on NRXP over the past 2 hours, okay? We can definitely, and we most likely will surpass that average trading volume. We have a nice low float stock at 20 million, and we have some good news, right? Shares jumped 40% on new clinical data testing on its experimental COVID-19 drug, all right? So COVID-19 related news, new clinical data, and they're announcing that positive trial data. So positive trial data, new clinical data in regards to COVID-19. That's why NRXP is currently gapping up right now about 31%, and why we have 5 million shares traded today. So I located shorts on NRXP, 1,000 of them. I paid $55 to locate 1,000 shares to short on NRXP. I saw a good opportunity for a short. I used 250 shares of the 1,000 for that quick little short on down. Why did I not go 1,000? Right? Well, because we're in pre-market, right? It may be complicated for me to get in and out, and I do not want to have an issue getting in or out with 1,000 shares. Not saying it would have been an issue, but again, in pre-market with shorting, I usually keep it very, very small anyway, because I know how quick these stocks can move. So I saw a good short opportunity, 250 shares short, made $65. That covers my $55 locate fee. So technically, I have 750 shares available that I can short absolutely free. I'm break even on the day. Don't look at that as a profit. I'm break even. I basically just paid myself back to where now I have 750 shares that I can short absolutely free. So if we have another good opportunity on NRXP for a short, I do have the capability to do so. So right now, support's all the way back down at $11, right? $11 off Tuesday's spiking high. Right now, we have resistance at that 1366, and it comes right from the daily chart as well. If we move over 1366, we have a gap that could be filled up towards around 1487 to $15. Now, if we see the stock open, go on a quick early morning spike, and we start to see those levels hit, and we see some resistance, we see sellers moving in, it looks good to the short side, right? I do have those 750 shares to short, and if that's not today, guess what? They carry on until tomorrow. The next day, I can hold on to those shares indefinitely. I've located them. I paid for them. I have the ability to short this stock at some time in the future, and I have only 750 shares. But the stock can move $1, $2 at a time throughout the day. So you don't need 10 million shares to make good profits, right? 750 shares on the right setup in the right trade could definitely net a $2, $3 per share gain, and you're talking a couple $1,000. Okay, team? So with that being said, in our XP, we know support's all the way down at 11. We have resistance at 1366. If we break over 1366, you have room to fill that daily gap up towards around 1487 to $15 here on NRXP. Right now, there's no reason to touch it, no reason to trade it. You're right in between support. You're right in between resistance. We call that the uncertainty zone because we really don't know which way it's going to move next. We don't have any patterns. We don't have any formations. We don't have any structure nearby. Now's a game of patience. Now's a game of sitting back and relaxing. Now, we could see this stock hold that 50 SMA at 1210. So just be mindful. That blue line on my daily chart is the 50-day simple moving average. Stocks like to respect that as support and resistance. So we could hold 12 to 1210. But cracking below that, we are going to come down towards around $11 on NRXP. So NRXP is another stock that we should watch. We do have good news. NRXP is a lower float stock trading good volume, number 4 on the leaderboard. There's some activity here. There's some attention. We definitely should keep this on watch as one of the top 2 to 3 stocks right out of the gates. Okay? Moving on. TRSI's number 5. TSRI. Yep, TSRI. It's trading 500,000 shares, so it's definitely not trading good volume like GRVI at 12 million or like NRXP at 5 million. It's trading very light volume. Now, it is good relative volume, right? It's trading 5 times the average. So for this stock, it is good, but looking at the other stocks with volume, we can see there's more focus on GRVI. There's more focus on NRXP. Right? They are leading the board with volume. They are moving the best. We look at the chart, just simply looking at the chart here on TSRI. It's not really moving, right? It's very choppy. It's very light volume. I think we have a lot of good opportunity elsewhere in the market. Wouldn't you guys agree? I would agree, right? TSRI, right? They are up on earnings. So it's an earnings gapper, right? Light volume compared to other leaders. It is good relative volume, and it's a low float stock as to why I want to keep this on watch in the first place, right? Just to see if it does pop on up. We do have light support right around $11.12, right? So if we hold above 11.12, we see some buyers move in on this low float stock, right? We see some volume move in. Yes, absolutely. We have room back up over $13 here on TSRI. But right now at this point in time, 9:08 in the morning, we can clearly see that there's going to be some better opportunity out there in the market, right? So again, these are some stocks with news that we're watching right out of the gate. We got GRVI, right? We're going to watch that one right out of the gate. We have NRXP. We're going to be watching this one right out of the gate. And then we have TSRI up off earnings. It's more of a back burner play. So low float, back burner sleeper play that could get some hype, that could get some volume, and they are currently gapping up off earnings. Now a couple prior day movers, right? Setups that could actually move on up today, all right? We have, oh, I'm sorry, I completely forgot, OPAD. OPAD was another one we were watching. JPM Securities initiated coverage on OPAD with a buy rating of $12. Now, OPAD, same thing that we were talking about on potentially NRXP, right? This stock, since it's gone live, has really been getting hit really, really hard. I mean, just nasty, 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 nasty. Anytime the stock spikes, it does like to give a lot back. So I don't know how I feel about OPAD, right? We gapped up, started trading around 890, pushed all the way to 1127, but since then, I mean, just completely getting destroyed. I mean, it doesn't look good. It has not even attempted to bounce. It's just been straight down of just a nosedive right on down into the ground. I don't know how I feel about OPAD. Is OPAD going to get some hype and move higher? Is OPAD just going to sit sideways with no volume? Or is it going to continue to move lower? Right now, there's nothing to really go off of here on OPAD. Was given a $42 rating, but that was a mistake. It is really $12. So maybe that's what it was, right? I did not know that. Thank you, Tom. So this morning, JPM Securities initiates coverage with a $45 rating, and then they come back and say, no, it was a $12 rating. Thank you. That right there was what it was, right? Boom, it dumped. I don't think OPAD is going to do that much today, guys. Thank you for that clarification. Again, you guys know me. I got a lot going on in the mornings with the morning newsletters, hosting the streams, getting us prepared. Every now and then I miss stuff, but hey, that's what the team's for. Thank you, Tom, coming in clutch. I appreciate you. So with that being said, OPAD, and you would think that that probably wasn't a mistake, right? Let's be honest. Was that really a mistake, or is that intentional, right? Intentionally throwing out a mistake press release and then what, an hour later come back in and say no? Gives everybody an opportunity to buy the damn thing up and say, oh, it was the wrong one. I don't think things are really a coincidence in the stock market. Things are planned, right? Come on, that was planned. You don't mistake a $12 to $45. Let's be real. And if you realize the mistake, I would think you would catch that mistake, within maybe 5 minutes or so. But it took them over an hour. It took over an hour for them to realize, oh, that was a mistake, right? After the stock already went from $9 to $11.27. That's funny. So OPAD, put it on your back burner just to see if it does move a little bit today, right? It may move today. But with that being said, I don't see a lot of life left with OPAD, but it may be worth keeping on watch, guys. Maybe worth keeping on watch here. All right. So it's a far down the list, back burner play, way down there, right? You're not even really going to be focused on it until you see it maybe hit a scanner, right? But at least you know that, hey, there's maybe some, activity here. There's maybe some interest here. Maybe it does move a bit. Maybe there is some opportunity for some profit, all right? ALLO, all right? Nice big dead cat bounce yesterday, actually pushing above that $16 level, which was key, right? We closed below by about 6 cents, but we are slightly gapping up above that $16 level. Anything over $16 on ALLO, I am long, biased, I am bullish to $17.50. There's $1.50 of opportunity before we hit resistance on ALLO if it continues to move to the upside off this dead cat bounce from yesterday. And then over $17.50, we have a lot of room to $20. So I know this thing's not doing anything right now, but I'm looking at the daily chart, looking at yesterday's volume, looking at these key technical levels, and I think this one has a lot of great opportunity to the upside, especially for holding above $16. Another sleeper play potential for a nice big move today, at least up to $17.50 and potentially $20 if this stock steals the hype and the volume and the activity and the interest of traders like it did yesterday. ALLO over $16. I am bullish. Room to $17.50. GWH. I know you guys are wondering about GWH. Newer stock. Opened up at $8.40, hitting highs of $28.92. And this stock right now is pulling back down into a nice level of support. First spiking high there in Tuesday pre-market. A lot of resistance at the open. We bounced yesterday twice. $17.50 is a solid level on GWH. I'm looking for a break of this downtrend here on GWH. A re-break and a regain, right? The stock re-breaking $20 and holding above $20. I say we have a lot of room to 24, right? GWH had a nice couple good days, right? You're seeing some profit taking. That's normal, but it wasn't aggressive profit taking, right? We can see, look at the volume, right? Big volume day on Tuesday. Very light selling volume day on Wednesday. That tells me that there's still interest from traders for a potential next leg higher as it didn't completely just dump on off. So again, over $17.50, I think we have potential to break the downtrend, re-break 20, run up, first target towards around $24. Then you're looking at $25 and then potentially back up at $28 to retest Tuesday's highs on GWH. That's another back burner sleeper play that I think has some good opportunities. So our back burner sleeper plays for the day, team. We're looking at GWH. We're looking at ALLO, OPAD, and then the last one, I think we've already talked about this, was BBIG. Want to see BBIG hold above 664 at the lowest. Ideally, hold this uptrend. It's building nice higher lows, flat top resistance. If we can actually hold this uptrend, hold these higher lows, and see a nice little U-shape come in, breaking over 720, we could see a nice little run up towards around 770 there on BBIG. So those are all of the back burner plays right now at this point in time. The number one stocks that I'm personally watching out of the gate for small caps, guys. I'm watching GRVI. I'm watching NR NRXP, right? NRXP, top 2 stocks right out of the gate. But then we do have OPAD on watch, ALLO, I like it, BBIG with some potential, and then GWH as well. PLUG is on our options watch list, so we were getting ready to dive into that. I want you guys watching bank stocks today. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, earnings. What happens when stocks in a sector are performing well? Someone tell me, guys. Who knows? When stocks in one sector are performing well, based on news, based on earnings, based on anything, and you see Wells Fargo and say Bank of America, what do you typically see with other stocks in that same sector, right? You see potential sympathy, right? Bank of America and Wells Fargo are moving up nicely off those earnings. There is some focus, right, with Bank of America because of the great earnings and Wells Fargo. So I didn't put together a list. I screened a list for you guys over in options chat. These are going to be some of the top stocks in the same sector as Bank of America and Wells Fargo. You could be looking at Citigroup for some sympathy, JP Morgan, Santander, Barclays, Credit Suisse, right? This is a list of all of the top stocks in the financial sector like Wells Fargo and Bank of America, going from best volume to worst volume, right? So there's a list over in options chat for you guys. If you start to notice JPN moving up, you know why. It's a sector sympathy play. And not only can we see Wells Fargo and Bank of America perform well today, we could see these stocks perform well. If Bank of America and Wells Fargo start dumping and are performing bad, there may be some good opportunity to see some of these other stocks not perform the best as well. So over in options chat, I put together stocks that could see some sort of sympathy movement off of Wells Fargo and Bank of America, guys. So go ahead and check that out over in options chat if you like. So again, we're going to be watching Bank of America. We're going to be watching the Wells Fargo, right? Watching Wells Fargo today. See if those get any kind of action towards them. PLUG. I wanted to short this at 35. I told you guys yesterday I'm short at 35 bucks. I'm short at 35, right? Why? The 200 SMA. The stock's very extended. Just went from $24 to $35. Huge gap to the downside that needs filled. There's a lot of reasons why I want to short PLUG. So depending on what we look like today around that 200 SMA, we see a lot of resistance and it's struggling to get above. I may think about considering, a short swing. Risky, but a short swing on PLUG for a nasty red day to come back down into that $30 level to fill that gap. All right. So again, I'm just thinking of short, right? I mean, again, it could completely throw my technicals all off. It could squeeze over 35 and rip higher. That's fine. I won't short the stock. But if we see that rejection and we see that resistance and it's looking weak, right? And it's looking weak up towards around that 200 SMA, I may consider shorting PLUG, okay? AMD over 109.83 has room next to 114. So AMD was a beautiful trade alert from yesterday. Everybody in chat crushed it. A lot of you guys over on YouTube crushed it as well on that AMD alert. We're watching AMD again today over that 109.83, 110 level. All right, we have room to 114 on AMD. CRM absolutely crushed it yesterday as well. Over that 281, room to 285. We fucking crushed the target. Don't really think I'm going to be watching this too much today. I think we may see it pull back a little bit. SC, another one where we absolutely crushed it, guys, right? Over 330, we had room to 340 and 345. Absolutely crushed every single one of our targets, hitting highs of 351 on SE. I mean, we just absolutely crushed it yesterday on AMD, SE, and CRM, right? 3 for 3. I'll take it, right? All in the morning newsletter as well, all talked about. Just absolutely beautiful, guys. So if anybody was able to capitalize on SE, capitalize on AMD, capitalize on PLUG, you guys absolutely crushed it and made some big-time profits, I guarantee it, because those were some pretty big, consistent moves yesterday on a lot of those stocks. SoFi, S-O-F-I, all right, S-O-F-I, over 1932, still has room to 20. But if we look like we're hitting that wall of resistance at 20, again, $17 up to $20 in just a few days, a little overextended. One thing that we also have is this massive daily downtrend right around $20.84. $20 natural resistance. And then we look here, we do have a little bit of prior support and prior resistance right around 2084 as well. So what I'm looking at here on SOFI is that potential break over 20, that run up towards around 2084 to see it also get rejected off this downtrend. And I may short SOFI for the pullback. All right, so that's what I'm watching there on SOFI, the reasonings, the levels, all that good stuff. So we're going to be watching SOFI today as well. And then last but not least, the SPY, right? We were talking about the SPY yesterday over 436, room to 440 and then 442. A lot of resistance between 440 and 442.50. If we cannot break, close, hold over those levels, you know, we're still not in the clear, right? We still technically have room to pull back. But we are actually seeing a pretty nice reversal on the daily here on SPY, right? Can you guys see that really nice reversal formation here on the SPY? If not, let me go ahead and create a new drawing set real quick. And what we will do is I'll show you guys exactly what I see. Go ahead and blow this up. But again, I don't think we're in the clear until we start breaking and holding above that 442.50. So I would not be trying to jump the gun. But here's what I see over on the SPY and how I think we could be coming back to the upside. I think maybe we could have found our bottom. We had that initial drop, the bounce back into the 50 SMA and got rejected. Put in that lower low, slightly lower, but it was a lower low. We bounced right back up, got rejected, and we're starting to form a little bit of this higher low. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Beautiful W on the RSI, showing market structure right there, right? We're seeing more buying momentum start to move in. Nice volume day yesterday with a nice little doji. So you look at everything. You see that W prior, indicates market structure, more momentum moving in. Nice little volume day yesterday with a doji, with this potential inverted head and shoulders formation, with a very valid neckline, right? There's your neckline right there. So again, breaking that neckline today, hitting back above the 20 EMA, hitting back above that 50 SMA, I think we start to see the markets rebound, and we may have just found our October bottom, right? This could definitely be our October bottom if we see the neckline broken. We see the 50 and the 20 EMA, the 50 SMA and the 20 EMA regained and closed above. We definitely could have found our October bottom, and I'm going to start averaging in aggressively on a lot of my long-term stocks. Okay, guys? And we're going to do that together here inside of chat. So that's my analysis there on the SPY. Again, we're not in the clear, right? We're not in the clear yet until we do regain that 50 SMA. And why is the 50 SMA so significant? Well, just look at that 50 SMA and how, you know, investors and traders respect it. Bounced, 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 right? Like 8 times. We cracked below it, bounced to the downside, rejected to the downside. That 50 SMA is a key level, right? So above 442.52, actually showing that this stock is above, right? Not only the 20 EMA, but also the 50 SMA off this potential reversal, seeing some bullish indicators and some bullish signals present themselves. We may be in the clear. We may be moving back up into new all-time highs by the end of the year, guys. But again, if we still see this getting rejected at those levels and it's not breaking, and we don't have that force and that ump that we really want to see, we may not be in the clear, and we may still move lower on the SPY. But right now, today, what I'm looking at, it looks good. Looks like we may start to bounce back up soon. So let's get prepared to take advantage of this potential move higher back into those all-time highs with our investments as well. Okay? So that's what I got going here on the SPY. So again, options, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, any other banking-related stock in the same sector. PLUG, possible short off the 200 SMA. AMD, long over 110, room to 114. SE, over 350, room to 359. SOFI, potential short at $20.84. That's daily resistance. That's also that massive daily downtrend. So those are my options watch list for today. Watching for small caps out of the gate in RXP. Watching GRVI, some back burner plays. We got OPAD, ALLO over $16. I am extremely bullish to $17.50. BBIG above this trend line. We have room to 720 and then 770. Then GWH breaking this downtrend, regaining $20. Room back up towards around 23 and then $24 on GWH. So again, guys, that's what we're looking at today. If you have any stocks that you want analyzed real quick that you're watching, type them up in chat, type them up over on YouTube. Why are you watching them? And let's do a quick little recap on what you guys are looking at. WTRH was one from yesterday. Yeah, I don't like how choppy it is. I mean, let's watch it to see if it starts moving back up. But right now, I think we have better opportunity. No volume at all. No volume, low liquidity. I mean, absolutely just sitting sideways. And it's not interesting. You know, breaking over that 136, it's interesting, right? We got support at 113, resistance at 136. It's interesting over 136, room to that 150 gap fill level on WTRH. So definitely we can keep it on watch. OCGN. OCGN over 950 has a lot of great room to the upside, at least to $10 and then $10.80. So OCGN would just be a simple break of resistance for an entry. So again, you're looking for the break in the hold over 950. You can easily see 10 and then 1060 there on OCGN. Right now, I'm not too crazy about it, but if we start to see it hitting a new high a day over 950, I may get interested in it. Got a nice little uptrend on OCGN, right? You see you can connect these lows. You got a decent little uptrend on OCGN. So watch for that level to hold. Possible break over 950 to 10 and then 1060 on OCGN. David, got to get to work. Wish you the best. David, I'm wishing you the best as well. Enjoy your day, and I should see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Yo, guys, hit me with a big old good morning inside of chat. One last good morning over on YouTube. And for those of you wanting to sign up and join the team, make a small investment in yourself, in your future, for your success, you guys will be able to sign up once again today for the same promo I had a month ago. On Friday, we dropped it. I looked over. I see we had like 10 viewers and they weren't active. So I'm like, man, I waited too long to say I'm going to do it again. So again, I had a few of you asking this morning. Everybody in chat's like, of course, just do it, Josh. It's all about the value. It's all about generating and helping people become successful. So the discount is live again. That is going to be a total of 50% off your membership, guys. We're going to keep probably running this periodically until the end of the year. It may change, but right now it is a total of 50% off that membership to join the team for the year, right? 50% off the year, which is huge. You get half the year for free. It's nuts. And then you get a free copy, absolutely free, guys. Absolutely free, included in that. So again, the course is a $500 value. The chat room, you're getting 50% off. It's a no-brainer if you were wanting to join in the first place. So that's completely up to you. If you want it, I will drop the link. I will drop the promotion, and you guys can go ahead and take advantage of that. Cole, good morning. Angel, what's up? JR, Ron, Emil, Casey, woo, Corey, Wade, Jose, Sam, my goodness, everybody in chat. Tom, what's up? Good morning. Josh, ow! The bell has rung. The market is open. Kevin, I don't have WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp. Someone's scamming you, pretending to be me. Delete it, block them, report them, do what you got to do. That is not me. I don't have WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp. I will never, ever initiate a conversation with anybody. Not that I don't want to, but I just want to protect myself, right? I'm not going to initiate a conversation with anybody because I know there's a lot of scammers out there trying to scam people, pretending to be individuals, and I'm like, nope, not today. So again, ALLO over 16. I'm going to throw ALLO up off the side. ALLO. There we go. I was like, my TD is a little funky again. BBIG, I did not hold that level up at all. Ugh. That's not good. All right. So right now, got NRXP fading pretty nice. I'm going to look for a quick spike, a quick pop. See if we get that. See on the backside if we get some, good selling pressure. And if so, I may start the short position. Don't forget about ALLO, guys. Don't forget about ALLO. Right? Do not forget about ALLO, guys. Tim, what up? Good morning. Right now, NRXP still pulling back. We are holding above that first spiking high from pre-market at 1150. So right now, 1150 is like a light level of support. Full disclosure, full transparency, no open trades right now. No open trades. The only thing that I had was pre-market on NRXP, and I still have 750 shares that I could short if it sets up. GRVI. All right, keep in mind, GRVI may be a fader as well today. Is GRVI shortable? Go look at a short request real quick. Let's see if we can locate anything. Yes, they're expensive though. 25 cents a share. Those are expensive shorts. Be $250 for 1,000 shares. Yeah, I couldn't short it. I think it's a good opportunity, but 25 cents a share to short is pretty expensive. We're not going to be looking to short GRVI. Yeah, so JR shots, that's going to be that liquidity issue, right? That lack of liquidity. How these penny stock options spreads get wild. It looks like you're actually up in profit, but you're really not. So that is just the low liquidity, the large spread. It's making it look like you're up in profit, but you're not. And then things actually tighten back up at the open and actually display correctly. Matthew, yo! What up? Yep, CETX was the one that had room up towards around 150 to 155. CETX has room to that 150 to 155 here, guys. This one's up off earnings right now over on CETX. It's up off earnings. You got ALLO already going for the 1750 level, guys. You already got ALLO going for that 1750 level. ALLO may be something that I think about shorting off 1750. Why? Go back. A lot of resistance right there between 1750 and 1775. A lot of resistance, and we're very overextended on ALLO right now. Very overextended on ALLO right now. So if we continue to scream up without a pullback, slightly over 750, I will short for the pullback. If it starts pulling back now, I'm not going to short it because we still have room to like that 1775. I'm not going to short it at 1725 and take on 50 cents a heat. I want to see this hit that level first and then start to drop. Can we get that next leg up? Just another little leg up, right? Keep going to the upside. Keep ripping to the upside a little bit higher so I can short you. ALLO. I just think it's a little too early to pull the trigger on a short right now, especially being, 5 minutes out of the gate. You can go a little bit higher, ALLO. Go a little bit higher. Just a little bit, just a smidge. Just a smidge. So again, a lot of that resistance right through that area. I mean, it could even go as high as like 1830 if it really wanted to, but there's a lot of good resistance right through that level. Decreasing volume along this leg up, right into that 1739. I'm going to start 125 on the short. Something very small, guys. Right out of the gate, 6 minutes in, I still think we have room. So I'm going to go very small at 125 shares, and then I'll add to it. if it does start cracking. But again, I'm not going to go a full, 500 shares this early. I'm just going to scale in, scale out of this one. Scale in, scale out. I mean, we're very overextended. We just ripped $1.50 to the upside without pulling back. What do we know about stocks? When they go up that fast, that high, they typically pull back. So again, I'm starting a short position here on ALLO right off that daily resistance. Get a pullback into like the mid 650s. I got a position at 1734 here, 1734. If it cracks back below 17, it'll probably drop really hard here on ALLO. See if we get a little doji here. A little bit of that red doji. There we go. High on red. High on red, as Trader King would say, dead. High on red, dead. I mean, I'm not sure if that's a thing, but it's fun. It's fun. It could flag and break higher, but I am convinced that we're going to hit one of these levels, and you're going to see some profit taking, right? And so I can build a slight bigger position little by little by little by little. Yeah, absolutely. Into one of those very strong levels. This is one of the first strong levels on ALLO. That's why I started the position. But I realized it could go to like 1826. I can average in again and look for that nice pullback. Again, the stock will pull back. When? I don't know. Right now would be awesome. But right now, I'm just sitting on a small little short position here on ALLO. And again, what I see is a slight decreased volume as the stock was moving up. Very strong red candle, right? Very strong red candle with high volume. So another reason why I think that we could start to see it pull back. But again, if it wants to keep squeezing, that's fine. I will continue to add to it. 1783 is another strong level here on ALLO. 1783 is another strong level on ALLO. So while that's kind of doing its thing, anything with CETX right now? No. NRXP is still fading and falling. And that's kind of what I was thinking today here on NRXP, was a little bit of a fade and a little bit of that fall. But again, I wanted to try and catch it a little bit higher before actually getting into the shorts. GRVI. I like GRVI right here, guys. GRVI has some good potential. GRVI has good potential right here. Nice little momentum bounce off that 9 EMA. Nice little momentum bounce off this 9 EMA here. Definitely looking like we can break 850 coming on up. Support right now is 786 though, guys. Support right now is 786 there on GRVI. Wow. KORE, the one doing absolutely nothing in pre-market that we said, hey, it is that low float sleeper play that could definitely get some great action to the upside. And what are we seeing right now with KORE, right? That sleeper play that got that quick little pop because it's a low float stock straight to the upside. So with that being said, KORE right now is halted. So we could definitely see KORE gap up and squeeze to 933. OPAD is doing absolutely nothing. Look at that quick little fake out. Ooh, that was pretty gross. Look at that. Oh, it's getting hit hard. I never averaged in. Shit, I was too busy looking at KORE. Look at that quick pop to 1880 and then that big massive drop about $1 quick. That's, I like that. I like that price action. Keep driving this bad boy down. Keep driving this bad boy down. Even if I don't get another partial here, that's fine. I'll just ride the 100 shares all the way down. I mean, it has room to 16. If I get an opportunity to add, I will definitely add. What's our halt level to the downside? 16. 16 is the halt level, so it'd have to hit 16 to get halted down. So KORE was halted at 937. KORE was halted at 937. You'll be live at 942. 942.11. So you got 1 minute to go here. Just about 1 minute to go here over on KORE before this bad boy is live. What do we know about halts, guys? Is typically You see a small gap up, a quick washout into the halt level, and then it bounces very nicely. So again, the halt level was 853. If we see an 875 gap up or higher, we could see the stock wash out to the 850 level and bounce very fast, very aggressively up to 930 here on KORE, which is about 80 cents to the upside for a possible halt strategy dip buy, bounce play opportunity there. So watch KORE for the possible halt strategy. Again, a nice 20-30 cent gap up, quick wash out to the halt level of 850, and then boom, a quick pop to 933. It's risky, but these halt strategies are profitable. KORE is live. Should be live. KORE 937, and we're live. That was quick, but look at how that worked out. See that, guys? See how the stock gapped up all the way here at 925, immediately washed out to that 850 level. If you had a limit order, you could have gotten filled, and you could have scalped that quick pop. They're up to like 950. It's quick, they're fast, they're volatile, but they are profitable if traded correctly. Again, team, CETX has room to 153. CETX with room to 153, and right now we have some okay support at 130. Some decent support right around 130 to 131 on CETX. In our XP, I'm waiting for the stock to pop back up a little bit higher before getting involved with this one. Massive downtrend. We need to keep on watch. GRVI got that little pop up into the 850s. It tried, but looking a little weak right now. Again, when this stock gaps up, it goes red. They're too expensive to short. Are they optionable? GRVI has no option, so it's not like I can take advantage of the fade here. I'm not paying 25 cents a share. Not paying 25 cents a share to locate. I don't think BBIG is going to really do that much. I'm taking that off the watch list. We'll still keep on watch GWH. And you guys know what's going on here with ALLO and the reasonings there. OPAD is doing nothing, but still worth maybe keeping on the back burner watch list. And then CETX has that 130 support. KORE is a quick moving, fast moving stock. It could be considered to be very, very risky, but if it actually holds on up, right? We actually give it some time, sit back, be patient, and we see that it's consistent. We see that it's holding its gains. It's not too choppy, right? Not a lot of rug pulls, not a lot of manipulation. Yes, we could definitely find an opportunity on KORE once we actually give it time to prove itself that it's actually going to hold on up. AMD was a beautiful 109.83 pullback. Remember, we said that 109.83 to 110 off yesterday's highs. This is now up a little over $1 right now on AMD, so those options would be paying. It looks like Casey crushed AMD calls. Good job, Casey. Way to get involved there. And so, yeah, right now, it's really just, waiting to see if KORE is going to hold on up and not just give everything back and dump. CETX with that 131 support, room to 153. And like I said, GRVI is another one over 850. It has room to that 937. Still has room to around 937 there over on GRVI. CYTO pre-market clearance filing news. 510K application receives FDA acceptance right at like 9:30 over on CYTO. And this one's trying to get some action towards it right now here on CYTO team. So CYTO I mean, it's got room to 2, but anything over 2, I mean, we could definitely see it up towards around 237 on CYTO. And right now, it's trying to find support off the spiking high right out of the gates around that 186. So CYTO has 186 support, $2 resistance, and it has room to 238 there on CYTO. So definitely should be keeping CYTO on watch as well. So again, the top stocks right now are CYTO above 186. We have good news. You can definitely see 2 and then 230, 238 there. KORE has some support around that halt level at 854. CETX came right down to that 131 and bounced. Again, that one has room to 150 and then 153. NRXP is not doing anything right now to get involved. GRVI breaking over 850, room to 884, and then that 930 mark there on GRVI. OPAD is trying to get a little bit of movement to it, but it's nothing too nice. GWH is okay. So again, we know exactly what we're looking at. CYTO, definitely one of the top 3. KORE above 850 does have some potential. CETX, again, room to 150. And then GRVI, this one needs to start breaking 850 and then 884. You have some room to 937 there over on GRVI. So right now it's 9:48, guys. We're going to go ahead and drop the stream, but we had some great trades out of the gate, guys. Great trades out of the gate. AMD off that 109.80. Nice big pop to the upside. Absolutely crushing it. Again, telling you guys, wait for the SPY. Don't grab shorts right out of the gate, but kind of wait until we see maybe that 440, 442 to start jumping on in. So again, we absolutely nailing that too. Other than that, you know, nothing like super great out of the gate with small caps. The only thing we nailed was the KORE halt strategy there, which is a pretty risky strategy. Nothing really on CETX. We haven't looked at really NRXP yet. GRVI starting to get that move on up, but I think we may actually see this move a little bit lower today. So I'm still kind of 50-50 with the overall direction with GRVI. So I'm just really waiting to see what we look like up towards around 937. There on GRVI. All right, guys. And as you know, I'm still short on ALLO, slightly in the green. I think we have room back down to 16 bucks on ALLO. All right, so again, that's what we got going on. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your trading day. Right now, giving my undivided attention to everybody inside of chat. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to have some fun. We're going to make some big time profits. If you guys want to take that trading to the next level as well, and you want to join the team and you've been contemplating, right? Today's the day, right? I dropped a coupon a little bit earlier ago. Again, if you are just now tuning in and you guys are wondering what you get is a free copy of our Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit course, and you also will get 50% off the yearly, basically making half your year for free inside the Alpha Day Trading Chatroom. So again, guys, check out the reviews. Let the testimonials speak for themselves. Don't take my word for it. Take everybody else's word for it, especially everybody that's already inside a chat, the ones that have taken the time to leave us reviews and testimonials and what they like about being a part of this team, guys. And don't just trade with us for 15 minutes a day. Don't have fun for only 15 minutes a day. Have fun all day. Make money all day. Get that education you guys need to be successful in the market. I look forward to seeing you guys inside of chat. If you guys do, if you have any questions, you can always email me, guys. But with that being said, there is the link if you want to copy that real quick. There is the coupon code EARLYBIRD2021. Take a screenshot of this, copy it into your notepad, whatever works best for you. Save it. It will be running until the end of the day. I look forward to working with you guys. Look forward to seeing you in chat. Happy safe trading and enjoy the rest of your day, traders, over on YouTube. What do I see on CEI? Honestly, I haven't really looked at CEI in quite some time, right? CEI is done. It ran out of juice. She done for it, right? I don't really see anything here on CEI that interests me, right? I don't really see anything on CEI that really interests me. So I think there's better opportunity in the market, Josh. Definitely think there's better opportunity. I still think this one has room back down towards around $1. Towards around $1 there on CEI. You know, and I may close this short on ALLO to rebuy to re-short at a higher price. ALLO may try to hold 1722 support and regain the 90 EMA and regain the VWAP and break the downtrend here on ALLO. So I'm going to give it a moment. If we start to see this back above like 1760, I'm going to take the small paper cut loss and I'm going to look to rebuy maybe on a better short setup back up in the highs in the mid-18s. But right now, if we do crack this level of support, we have that room down to 16 bucks. So I'm still playing it safe, still playing it smart. I did take a little bit more heat than what I was wanting. The only reason I'm thinking about getting out now is because I never had that opportunity to average in. I think I was looking at another stock. I was analyzing another stock, and I never had the opportunity to average in at that 1850 level that I had drawn up. So again, that would have been my full position. Would have had a nice higher cost basis. I'd be in the green. So for the simple fact that I was not able to get my to scale in anymore with ALLO, especially at those highs, you know, right now it's changing my plan, right? You know, I came into it with a plan. I'm going to start here. I'm going to scale, right? Right now, I'm not really in the plan that I had from the get-go. So I may be, you know, closing this and looking for a little bit of a new plan here on ALLO because my cost basis should be much higher than 1734, right? My cost basis should be up, you know, somewhere above 18 bucks if I had the opportunity to get in. But right now, it is looking like it may start cracking here a little bit. So I may have a little bit of something to get going with on ALLO. And then if it sets back up again for a short, you best believe I'll be ready to go. So below 1720 from the sellers, I'm still in. Looking for a crack down to 17. Let's see if they can get this down to 17 on ALLO. Again, it's not the size I wanted. I wanted like 1,000 shares. You know what? It's not my plan. Not my plan. My plan was to start my short, to scale. My cost basis should have been higher. This was profit, right? This was all profit. You know, the fact that I never got the scale, I'm not going to sit here and hold the bag and watch it go back up and put me, you know, and take some heat on the trade and put me back in the red, right? I got to just sit back, be patient, wait for another opportunity to replan my trade and take advantage of it, right? So that being said, I'll go ahead and close out of that one for a small little profit. Nothing crazy, but never got the average in on the short. So right now, let's take our attention away from that, and let's look at CYTO. Again, CYTO with that 186 support, guys. So if you guys are looking at CYTO, if you guys are long on CYTO, you need to put your stop losses below this level of support at 186. So down into the 180s needs to be your stop. You do have room to $2 here over on CYTO, and over $2, you have room to 238 there on CYTO. AORE, that's just messy. That's just ugly. That's messy. Not even holding any level up. CETX, looking a little top heavy right here. NRXP, I'm still sitting back, being patient, waiting for something there. GRVI came right up to that 937 level. Let's see if it's going to start dumping and selling off. Let's see if it still has some strength to get up to 10 and possibly over 10 bucks. GRVI should be everybody's #1 watch at this point in time. OPAD is not doing anything. You shouldn't really be looking at that. And then GWH is our back burner sleeper play, guys, that you should not forget about. This one has a lot of potential, especially if it rebreaks 20 bucks here over on GWH. So we got everybody making some cash. We got Jay committed with ALLO. Quick 90 bucks on the small account. Casey crushing it on his calls like always. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Way to start the day. We're only 24 minutes into the market. 26 minutes in. We already got some profits on the table, and the day's only getting going. So we're all set, ready to rock and roll. Now we're just sitting back. You know, where's that opportunity? I tell you what, a lot of the best opportunity the last couple of days, right, has really been around 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. During lunch has really been some of the best opportunities with small caps, when we've seen a lot of decent movement. Usually we get some initial pops out of the gate, not really doing too much from, you know, maybe like 10:30 to 11:30, and then usually like right around 11:30 to 12, we get some decent action over the last couple of days. So I'm excited to see what lunchtime has in store, see if that's where the opportunity is going to be, guys.